Welcome back, my friends. Today, we're going to take you for a short test drive in Icon Bronco number 116. It is this lovely Ode to Oklahoma 1972, and it's quite nifty. It's got a bunch of new things that we've been developing at Icon, plus some really cool details that nod to the history of Oklahoma. So let's take it out for a drive and get into it. This truck is a 1972. That's quite fine. So let's get into it. Take you for a little test drive. This truck is for a wonderful guy. It's a client in Oklahoma. So the traditional Oklahoma flag that you see on the seats and on the document bag is a little ode to Oklahoma, as well as the blue color, which is also related to that fine state. We had a lot of fun building this truck. It's very classic on the outside, and you could say moderately disruptive on the inside. Those graphics for the Tulsa flag, those were done sort of in the same way my traditional Western boot buddies do it. So we 3D printed, well, I guess that makes it not very traditional, but we 3D printed templates, and then I hand saddle stitched those layers of different color leather into the seat backs and on the dossier myself. And then we combined that. All this leather is quite nice, and it's our favorite company to work with when we do the unique woven inserts that you see. So the company's called Spenny Beck. Costs a small fortune to do, but people just love it. And it's really fun for us to design because we get to pick the width of the strips as well as how many colors and where the repeats reveal themselves. So it's really kind of a fun design exercise. So generally what we do is render several variations for the client once we set on the principal colors, and you're seeing the results. So it being old school, of course, it has the lit chrome spears on the doors and cargo. Those are two-stage LEDs. So you have a low output setting, which comes on at night when the headlights are on. And then you have a higher output that is excited when the door is open or the dome light is turned on. We did the Hargarten square weave rugs. Those are lined in Dynamat and rubber backed. And then, of course, they are hemmed in the leftover leather used on the rest of the interior. Alcantara headliner, the Icon Rosen Jet sun visors, which used to be new school only, but everyone loves them so much, we're now using those on the old school as well. We did the steering wheel hand wrapped and hand stitched in the same leather. I like the feeling of that over the coldness of the plastic stock steering wheel. So it seems a lot of people like that. We do get asked sometimes to also leather wrap and stitch up the dash pad, but they just, it looks cool, but it's not very stable. I worry what that is going to look like in 3 to 5 years. So in this case, and in many other cases, we managed to talk clients out of that. These front seats feature our two-stage carbon fiber heat blankets underneath the upholstery, which are quite welcome. Man, it's cold today. And then we have the pretty much standard equipment, tuck and tumble, forward-facing two-passenger rear bench. We have 3-point belts for all. We color coordinated the seat belts on this particular rig. We also have on other interior goodies, we have the Icon elevated audio system. So that's the latest and greatest Pioneer NEX head unit with reverse camera, tetherless CarPlay, Bluetooth, navigation, CD, HD, yada, 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 all the good stuff. Focal K2 speakers with separates. This is one of the first trucks to benefit from our redesigned front speaker pods, where we're trying to get a more direct line of sight from the speaker to your head. and I am noticing a nice increase in audio quality. We've also gone back to using wood to line the bass box because of the sound properties, really clean up the bass. And this is one of the first trucks to feature that as well. Of course, the body has been media blasted to white metal. It's all new Ford licensed sheet panels, which we perfect with 3 stampings of our own design that are really a big shortcoming on the original ones. So that new body assemblage, once it's all welded together and happy, but before final assembly, we powder coat the entire body structure in a 3M zinc-rich epoxy powder intended for undersea pipelines. Then we caulk seal all the seams inside and under, followed by the heat-cured polyurea coating, and then conventional 2-stage glacier paint on all the shiny bits. This client opted for the Ranger trim package with the side bright and shiny spears, as well as the chrome details for the front wing windows and front grille surround, with the inset being finished in Wimbledon white, as well as the dash and the roof cap. As you can see, we built this truck with both the removable hardtop and the bikini top, and it's just got a great vibe, don't you think? Mechanically, we're running a Coyote aluminum fuel-injected 5-liter V8 sourced from Ford, intended for the Mustang GT program. That is backed, in this case, by the Raptor 10-speed transmission with sport mode or normal mode. Absolutely love this tranny. Initially, I was very resistant to it, but the aftermarket control packs for it have evolved significantly, and it's really a wonderful transmission for us now. Atlas 2 twin stick shift on the fly, part-time 4-wheel drive 2-speed transfer case. It's powered through 1310 U-joints to our Curry Industries built Dana axle assemblies. Specifically in the rear, we're running a high pinion Dana 60, and in the front, a fine spline high pinion Dana 44. ARB locking differentials can be found in the front and the rear with a dedicated air compressor. And then, of course, the Icon Sport brakes designed for us by our buddies at Brembo, and that is Hydro Boost assisted. Old school forged aluminum 18-inch Icon wheels with vintage reproduction Ford hubcaps. For tires, this time we tried something a little bit different. We've been playing with different tires as we experiment and evolve to a couple new models and a bunch of stuff I promised you we're cooking up for 2025. This time we tried the Toyos, the open country all-terrains. These are 285 65 18s. Really like them. Nice ride quality. They're nice and quiet. I still love the look of the classic styled all-terrain BFG, but I'm really liking the performance on this. You guys have any experience, thoughts, ideas, input between the 2 tires? Share your thoughts in the comments and let us know, would you? This truck also features the new Icon Riger suspension system. I believe this is the first one to roll off the assembly line with this system. While we appreciated the Fox Racing products, Riger's depth of engineering and their interest in working with us directly in their test facility really took our suspension to a whole new level. The ride quality is just phenomenal. It was good before, don't get me wrong, best in class, but this really made a huge difference. And you'll notice it's private labeled. A lot of Americans may not be familiar with Riger. In Europe, or in fact globally, they're huge, from Paris-Dakar, all sorts of Camel Trophy races, you name it. But in the US, their sister brand, KW, is more known for sports cars. And we're really excited about this partnership. It makes for a wonderful suspension. This is our new standard suspension, and we are actively working with the wonderful team at Riger to develop a fancy version of this that we will share with you in the near future. So there you go. It's all you get, because that's all I've got. Please stay safe, kind to each other, Stay hydrated. Don't let your neighborhood catch on fire. It's just so tragic what we're dealing with here right now in Southern California. My heart goes out to everybody. Even if you lost nothing, the stress from this is really, really unsettling. But brighter futures, right? So look forward to seeing you on the next one. We'll be back.